Today I'm taking a look at the VEVOR Oscillating Spindle Sander. So here is our largest tube. We have got a large thick rubber holder on here. It says that is an 80 grit, and we are looking at about 2 inches in diameter. We got a 1.5, a 1 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1/2 inch. Got our instructions. So this is 120 volts, 450 watt, 2000 RPM, 58 oscillations per minute, 1/2 inch spindle size. They can handle up to 3 inch, 80 grit, 3 6/7 workspace height. That is kind of an odd size, and it is a total weight of 19.8 pounds. Oh, okay. So it does actually come with a full 3 inch spindle. Here we've got our top plates measured out to the correct spindle. Some washers, got some plates, and we have got our wrench. We do have rubber feet here on the bottom. It looks like we could detach those if we wanted to bolt it directly to our workbench. We have a vacuum port on the back. That is about a 1.5 inch OD. We got pegs all the way around on the outside for holding our spindles. And on the front, just a simple power switch. Looks like it does have a lock, so that will not engage the power switch if we pull that out. So first up is our lower spindle washer with the hatches facing up. Let me decide whichever size we're going to go with. I'm going to go with the 2 inch. And we can grab our 2 inch spindle that goes on top. And depending on the spindle size, we're going to use our fender washers. So we can use that one, this one, or this one. Then we're going to use our flat washer, our lock washer, and our nut. You can see right now we can spin this guy. As we lock this nut down, that is going to tighten up. And it looks like we do have slots in here so we can store all of our other plates. And even a tiny spot for our washers. Very nice. I do appreciate a tool like this that actually has spots for all of the accessories. That is using a 3-prong plug. All I gotta do is pull up. And that turns it on. So the important thing about this is that this does oscillate up and down. So that way as you're sanding, you're not just going to be sanding the same spot over and over. That's going to use more of the surface of this spindle so that you get a much more even cut and you'll prolong the life of the spindle. So that is much nicer. So anything we're going to have to deal with an inside radius like that, that is really the best tool for the job. Obviously you cannot get like an orbital sander in there or anything like that. You can get an orbital sander here on the outside, but there is really nothing like a spindle sander for getting inside corners like that. And we can clean up those corners. Very nice. So overall, that is a very handy tool.